Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts, and today is Wednesday, and I'm going to be continuing on my daily card inspiration. The cards that I'm designing are cards that would be good to send to somebody who's stuck in their house right now, which I think is most of our country, Canada, and especially the city Ottawa that I live in. And today I'm going to be focusing on a fun fold design, and I'm going to show you 4 different ways to make it, 2 in this YouTube video and then 2 in my Facebook Live, and then I'll post all of those on my blog mariannecowan.com. So I'm trying to make things easy. You can use whatever you have at home. I'm going to show you obviously certain products that I've been using, but you can use anything that you have at home. I really want to show you just a design for a card and how you can make it quickly, and some sayings that I found in my stash that would be good for sending cards at this time. So the paper that I'm using is called Pleased as Punch, and I love this paper. It's in the January to June catalog, and it's designed to match all the punches that we have in the new catalog. So I'm going to be focusing on 2 punches for this video and 2 different punches for the Facebook Live. So as with all our designer series paper, it's 2-sided. It's very good quality. If you compare it to your regular store that you might buy supplies at, ours is much thicker. It's beautifully coordinated on both sides, and the nice thing about it is on the back it tells you which colors of cardstock it coordinates with. And in the card I show you later on in my Facebook Live, I'm going to show you how pink is not pink. There are probably a gazillion shades of pink. But what this paper does is it tells you exactly which colors you can use to coordinate with these papers. And I think that makes stamping a lot easier and saves you a lot of time. Because when I talk to my customers, the thing that they have the most trouble with, or takes the longest, is thinking about a design and then what products to use. So hopefully these videos will help you, A, with a quick design that you can make and send out today, because we are make a card, send a card is my mission, and I hope you've hopped on along with me. And the other thing is I'm going to show you some products, but you can look through your cards at home or your stash of stamp sets and dies and punches and use whatever you have at your house. All right, so we're going to start with this pack of paper. We're also going to be using the Under My Umbrella stamp set, which is perfect for this time of year, although it has umbrellas and raindrops and boots. I'm still looking out at a snow-covered lawn, but I can see patches of grass, so that makes me happy. And I think we're supposed to have more rain this week. And I do have a couple of flowers poking through in my front garden, so that makes me happy. We're also going to be using the Honeybee set, but only the Hello. I think that's the one I used, yeah. I used Hello. And I also use, this is a retired set, but just giving you an example of what to look through in your stash. I was trying to find anything that said sending hugs, thinking of you. This one says sending love and hugs to you. When you see the card design, you'll know why I wanted to put love in there. We're also going to be using my oh so favorite So Sentimental dies on some of the cards today, and if you've been watching my videos, you know I use these almost every time. They're really, really awesome. Available in the June to July calendar. And then this is the nested stitched something. Let me see. I always like to take mine stitched nested labels dies. I always like to take my dies. They come on a piece of paper. I just get these at Dollarama. I'll just grab one and show you. It's photo magnets. I just take it, chop it in half. Well, this one I probably left a little bit longer. And you'll see I did the same on this one. And it makes them a lot easier to store and easier to find when you're looking for the one that you want. And making sure that you haven't lost one, which happens because they're stuck to the paper. You throw your paper in the recycling and whoo, gone. And doesn't make you feel good. So we're using the stitched nested labels dies. That's part of the Bird Ballad suite. And I did show you some cards yesterday that I used the Bird Ballad paper. So you can use this one. You're going to see that on each card I've used different framelits, and if you don't have framelits, you can just cut your paper, or you can use a punch. It's very, I just want to show you ideas, not necessarily get caught up on the products that I've used. Although I will say the Please Just Punch paper is one that you probably want to get in your stash. All right, I have my little bit of spring over here to make me happy. Even though these aren't blooming in my garden, it's blooming on my desk. So I'm going to get these out of the way. The punches we're using today, the leaf punch, I use all the time. This is the little small bloom punch, free celebration item. Slide those over. And then also in the catalog, it was with the Valentine's Day stuff, products, but of course you don't just love on Valentine's Day. So it has the small heart and the coordinating scalloped heart. And those coordinate with the paper that I'm going to be using today. And through the magic of my magic box, thank you to my friend Pat Smith who gave me this, I've pre-cut and stamped most of the things that I need so that you don't have to sit here watching me stamp or do big shot. I just really want to give you some card ideas. I know you have time that you could probably be sitting here for all afternoon, but that's not my plan. All right, so let's look inside and see what we have. So first of all, this is the card design we're going to be doing for all 4 cards today. So you take your regular piece of paper, chop it in half. So this is 5.5 by 8.5. Then you simply fold it in half. Use your bone folder to get a good fold for these ones especially, and then fold it back onto itself. I've gone ahead and done them, but I just wanted you to see how I did it. All right, so let's start with the green one. So this is Granny Apple Green, and I'm using some coordinating paper from the Please Just Punch. You can see I have my nesting dies. I've cut one, I don't even think it's the largest one, out of Granny Apple Green, one size smaller out of Whisper White. I've gone ahead and done my greeting, Hello Sunshine. And this is from the Please Just Punch, and you'll see some of the ones I've already punched out. This is the same size as the big one. That's important to remember. You could do it the smaller one, but I would suggest this size so you have enough room for your greeting. This one is 2 inches by 5 1/4. So it snugs right in there because this is actually 2 1/8. And this one is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'll have all the measurements on my blog later today. What I do is I do this video and then I do my YouTube video and then I take the pictures because I haven't made cards already because that would be a lot of cards. And then I upload everything. So first snail, you can see this is the back of the tulip one. And I'm going to put this on the inside of this card. Trying to make it straight. Perfect. This little one goes to the front. It's really hard to decide which side to use. That's really pretty too, but I'm going with the flowers because that's kind of my theme for my card. The only trick here is I try to line up these top 2 so that they're straight and lined up together. Perfect. Well, perfect enough. The next thing I'm going to do is take my white large one, not the small one, the large one, put some snail on. You'll see why this is important later. And I'm going to put it in the middle of the inside. There. And you need to do that because when you attach this one, you want it to cover it up. And that's where you're going to write your greeting. And I think these cards are perfect. You're not writing a big long essay to somebody. You're just, hi, hope you're okay. Let me know if there's anything I can do. Just wanted you to know I was thinking of you while you're hunkered down in your house. Boop. Love, Marianne. All right, so let's do a little decorating on this one. So I'm just going to put snail on the back and attach this together. You could pop it up with dimensionals, but I'm going to pop the bottom one up with dimensionals, so I don't need too much popping up if I'm sending it in the mail. Next, I'm going to take some flowers that I've punched using my little punch out of the Please Just Punch paper. Now what I like to do is I like to punch a whole bunch of things and then I have a little buffet of card pieces that I can use for my card. So I know it's going to go on here and I think I'm going to go ahead and put it on so I don't go over the edge. So I'm going to use No, I'm going to use snail, and then I'll pop up the flowers. Like I said, you don't want too much stuff popping up. So remembering to put your glue here, not here. So you can do a liner, but I'm just eyeballing it. It doesn't have to be right over to the edge, it just can't be too far. And this is the only tricky part. Make sure you line it up so that you're covering up the bottom piece and that it's straight. Perfect. That's so cute. All right, I'm going to start by putting a little flower right down in the corner. And I think I'll use, let me see what I have. I'll have to move this out just for the moment. I think maybe I'll use a little pink one down here in the corner. I've also pre-cut some leaves using the leaf punch, not a new punch, but one I use all the time. And that's how I make my little flowers. There's also these other ones that are cut out. They're framelets from the birthday dies, which aren't available anymore, but they're so cute. I may use those in the cards later, but for this card I'm just going to use this one. And because it's green on green, I actually might use a vellum leaf for this one. And sometimes I use vellum on top of the green, but because it's green under here, I think that would look pretty. And the way I do all my flowers is glue dots. Glue dots are your friend. They're quick and simple way to put these little flowers together. And then you usually have to add another glue dot before you put it on your card. All right, I like that. So I've got one down there, and then I was thinking of just doing a couple of cascading ones here. So I'm going to start, you can decide if you want to stick to only 2 colors, but because I want to make everybody happy, I'm going to do lots of bright colors on this card. So let's start with maybe another pink one, a glue dot, and a leaf. Or you can put the glue dot on the leaf. Sometimes this pulls up. All right, I think I'm going to put that one right in the middle. I usually start with the middle and work my way around. So I'm not going to go crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put 4. And there's 4 colors. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 4 colors. Now you can use different colors of leaves for the different flowers, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to use the same ones. But get creative and see what works for you. And you don't want them all exactly the same height. We've got lots of room to play with here, so I'm going to put that one up a little bit. Then I'll do a gold, kind of goldy color one. Oh, see, that's what I was saying about the leaves. So I think I'll put it on the back of the flower. And that's still perfectly fine to use. I'm running out of glue dots. So I think I'll put that one kind of low. I'm just going to grab some more glue dots. Glue dots, these are mini glue dots, and you get quite a few. I don't know how many, but hundreds. 300. But you'd be surprised how quick you go through them. All right, I'm not going to play around with that one. So I need 1, 2, 3, and I need this one. You can also cut your flowers out of cardstock, which I've done for these ones. But for this card, I think this will look nice. And another glue dot. You also, if you don't want that hanging out the bottom, you can trim it off, but I'm not going to bother right now. For this one, make sure that you don't go off the card. So tip it a little bit down here, and you can. I'm going to tuck it under this one. Perfect. I think that looks really pretty. So now I'm going to add a little bling. These are holiday rhinestone, and sometimes I add all the same color. Today I'm going to add different colors just because I can. So these have glue on one side, and then they're a little gem on the other side. I don't really want to put blue on pink. So I'm going to use pearls for the other two. These are just regular pearls. And you can also color your pearls with your marker, with your blends, because it has to be alcohol-based marker. All right, card number 1, finished. Hello, sunshine. Bump. Oh, I think that's really pretty. I know somebody who would love to get this in the mail. So that one's going to go out to that person tonight. All right, for our second card that we're making on YouTube is purple. So I just want to show you the paper that you can get to coordinate with the different cardstocks. So it comes in a little 6x6 pack. This is the Subtles Designer Series paper. You can get it in neutrals, regals, and brights. So all the different color families, and it's great. And for each color, you get, I think 4 of each sheet, or maybe 2 of each sheet. Anyways, you get a lot. And on one side is this beautiful script, and on the other side is this beautiful kind of mosaic. And then you have your gingham check, which I love. And then you have this little diamond shape. I just wanted to show you that because that's in the annual catalog. So let me pull out my pieces for this card. Same design as the last one, but I'm using different products. So let's get our paper on first. I did the scripty one for the back. I just really like this card design. We did one in one of my classes with a Christmas card, and it was really, really pretty. And like I said, it's for someone that you don't need to send a huge message to, but you want to just let them know you're thinking of them. So now I will say for this one, I cut it a little tighter. It's not 4 1/4, it's 4 3/8, I believe. I just wanted a little more snug up to the top, just for something different. And I'm using this side of the paper. Use whatever paper you have at home, but you can see how that would be really pretty as well. This one's not quite like fun as the flower ones. Little, I don't know how to describe it, but I thought this would be nice. Okay, now I've taken my scalloped rectangles, which are from the So Sentimental. Again, my one for the front and my one for the inside. And then I've taken the smaller one and I put that lovely greeting, sending love and hugs to you. Okay, so I'm going to put the middle one, the inside one in first, just like we did on our last card. Making sure I center it, which makes it easy with the lines on the paper. Then I'm going to add this one to the purple. I stuck with Highland Heather, but you could do Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. The Gorgeous Grape is a darker purple, and it coordinates really nicely. Okay, so now I'm going to put maybe 2 strips down here, quite close to the edge. I noticed when I just did a little test run there. Cover it up. And if you can see a little bit of white through, it's fine. No one's going to look at your card and go, oh my God, you can see some white through. They're just going to think this is beautiful. All right, so I've punched out some of the hearts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this one on the back. See how I've punched it out with the larger scalloped, so it shows a little bit of the white. And these ones I just did with the smaller one. But I folded these, used my bone folder, and I'm going to make a little 3D heart. So first of all, I'm going to, actually I think I might pop it up. So I'm going to leave this, that was an extra one. So I have, I think 2 flowers and 1 in the middle. All right. I know these are going fast, but I think you get the idea. So you just fold it in half with your bone folder, pop it on the ground, line it up. And if it's not perfect, like I said, no one's going to complain. They're just going to be so excited to get this beautiful card. Next one, line it up. It's kind of like they're kissing. There we go. And then we have the back, which we're going to put some snail. You could use liquid glue for this as well, but I'm just doing these quickly. And I don't want it to fall apart while I'm on camera. There. So when you mail it, it's flat, but when they get it, it's 3D. How cute is that? And then I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back. I want to know exactly where I'm going to put it. I think 2 is enough. Now, some people love putting everything straight, and some people like putting things on an angle. So you decide. I think I'm going to put it, no, I'm going straight. There we go. So these are my 2 cards for this session. Same card design, different products. These products from the Pleased as Punch. I'll have the products listed on my blog. And this is from the 6x6. This one is the Subtles pack, but you can get one for every color combo. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. And stay tuned. Facebook Live is at 3 o'clock, where I'll have 2 more cards to show you. Thanks and have a great day.